You gotta cut that. You gotta cut that.
Act like you know it, nigga. You hear me? Cause everything going. Oh God. I'm a down south nigga, put that yak in my sweet tea. Bad bitches doing brunch off of mimosas. They can see an angel from her looks, but a demon in the sheets. Her boyfriend always bugging on my pee. I let her be. I'm a down south nigga, put that yak in my sweet tea. Bad bitches doing brunch off mimosas. They can see an angel from her looks, but a demon in the sheets. Her boyfriend always bugging on my pee. I let her be. Some roof in the back, call me fat. Don't forget the Mac. Only about 6 feet, but when I step, no, I step like Shaq. Ain't for
All right, y'all.
never slack. Keep that bread fat. Baby got them pants on.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what
Yeah,
time it is. We coming in hot and ready here at the Maximum Blackness Studio, and y'all already know it's Testa's news, y'all. And we're gonna pass it on over to her. Y'all already know who everybody is, so everybody, the crew is here, okay? Everybody's up in here. And Testa, what you got for us
My
today?
great friends and family are all here. Yes, all love, you know. So I hope y'all here and listening tonight because I think tonight is a very important news topic. And so because I think it's so important, I got some questions for y'all first. Question.
What?
How many people y'all know own a home? Black people at that.
Not too many.
Cause
yeah, not too many.
you
I
know
know one
anybody.
person that owns a black. I know one black person that owns a home.
Yeah, that's the number I had in my head. Like one.
I see cowboy face and he over there thinking hard. You gotta think hard, don't you?
Yeah, hold on. First of all, you said who owns a home?
Like
Yeah, first,
own it,
how many
Like,
people you know own a home in period?
How many black people you know own a home?
mortgage type shit.
Finance, rent to own. We'll do that.
That type of shit.
Oh, so you taking that? Because a lot of people do that, but they don't actually own the house yet. Like,
But
They
yeah,
so
on
you
that
three.
know,
bank
kind of
type
thing.
shit.
okay, so we
Right.
accepting people that still like monthly
Yeah,
mortgage paying. Okay,
yeah.
that's cool.
That's their
All right,
shit. That's their shit.
I know,
I
I
know a
know,
few.
I know a lot. My
I
grandma
know,
is
yeah.
one of them. She been in her house for so centuries. She own her house.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
After
You know
that,
what I'm saying? She's alive. She owns her house.
after
So
I
that.
spark
that's
pull
one.
in that card. I spark say who
Let
else you
me
know?
let
Pull
me
that
let me
card.
rephrase this because that's truth be told. A lot of us on here has ancestors who own homes because back then it was a little bit more easy to get a okay. But now
Okay, so
let's
five
say
maybe.
50 and younger. You know anybody who own a home?
I
Nope.
Nobody at all. And I don't either. I mean I really don't. I
Wait,
don't know
wait,
anybody.
one.
I
I
kind of
got
I
one
kind of
then.
don't
One.
agree with
I
that.
do.
I got
I
one.
do.
I take one.
Yeah, I
That's
got
that's
one.
that's a little though. That little teeny tiny percent is a lot
My
compared to
homeboy
the
Harold.
number of people you may know in your life.
Hold on. Well, I can't say I don't know people that does not own homes because I'm in the trucking industry, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I know a lot of black people that own homes, and it's a lot.
Under
That's
50.
because
Under
yeah,
50.
under 50.
Under 50.
Yes,
But
yes.
y'all gotta understand though. Like, okay, I want y'all to put this dynamic into play though. It's more young niggas having more money now than ever. It's more young niggas
That's
got the
true.
ideal way to fix their credit. Had these boys running out here with a 750 now, 720, almost 800. And they ain't even 21 or 25 yet. So because they got the map, they got the manuscript. We ain't had a man. And then back in the day, the money scaling was a little bit different. 50,000, 100,000 was different type of money back in the day, like it
Yeah.
is now. 50,000, 100,000 ain't nothing. You might as well say that's another new dollar. But
Now,
we
now,
talking
now,
on some real facts.
now, the same thing you said. I just watched a documentary. Now we're talking about this not too long ago. Now it was about Atlanta boys. Now these Atlanta boys, they went from selling dope to learning that they credit is where the money at. The real
Where the
Mm.
money.
money at?
That's where the real money at when you got credit. Now let me tell you right now, I've seen a documentary, I forgot the dude's name. But guess what he did? He built this credit. Him and his wife
Mm-hmm.
got a loan out and got a house. I mean, when I say a house, they went and got a house.
Yeah.
They didn't move in that house. They didn't need the house to move into. They built that house up, and that house paid itself within 2 months because they only let high-end celebrities use this house for inventions,
Mm-hmm.
conventions, all types of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
In
And you
Atlanta,
gotta.
they do that.
Okay.
They teach their other youngins who don't want to be in the street no more how to do that. Use your credit to your ability. That's
Mm.
what we, a lot of places don't tell their people. But Atlanta, I give them respect in so many ways because some of them boys right there, the other nigga fall and they say, hey man, I want to know how the hell you got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that nigga don't teach them.
Yeah.
I've
And
seen it.
it's a
I'll
good
tell you, I've
point.
seen it. And it's crazy that I've seen it's a lot of people, especially in Atlanta, that own their own home and use other homes that they bought to invest to make more money from that investment. And he got more people looking at that house. It ain't to buy, it's to keep renting that place up 500,000 a day.
And that's
High end
the
celebrity.
point. You made the biggest statement that I'm about to go over with this news article because the point of it is if you don't know how to use your credit, number one. Number two, a lot of black people do get turned away for racism. So we're finna figure out how this works with buying a home. A U.S. black couple has settled a lawsuit with the real estate appraiser, whom they accused of giving their home a low valuation because of their race. Now, they
Mm.
won this lawsuit. The house was valued in 2020 at nearly $1 million, much less than expected. They asked for the appraisal with another firm, this
Mm.
time a white friend posing as the California home's owner. It was valued at nearly 1.5 million. Now, according to official figures, 92.4% of the home appraisers are white. Okay?
Mm.
Just understand that alone. In 2021, the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation released a study of 12 million appraisals over 5 years, showing that homes in Black and Hispanic neighborhoods were routinely undervalued. So, Miss Tate Austin and Mr. Austin bought the house in 2016 in Martin City, a city about 11 miles from San Francisco, for about $550,000.
Mm.
Only trying to offer these people $1 million, $1.5 million. Okay, but the city has a large African American population of 38%, compared with the predominantly white Marion County, where it is situated, in which only 2.8% of the population is black. In
Mm.
2020, when interest rates were historically low, the couple decided to refinance their mortgage. Now, the year before, a company had appraised their four-bedroom property of $1,450,000. This was just a year before. Now, after they made major improvements, including adding on square footage, they were then decided to finance again in 2020 to take advantage of the low rates. They were appraised for just $995,000. Now, remind yourself, they came up with an experiment. What if their friend, a white woman, posed as the homeowner instead? They removed all trace of themselves from their home, including their African themed artwork and their photographs. The process is known as whitewashing. Okay, it is a name for this. And black homeowners
Of
are
course it is.
have reported
Yes.
in order to sell their properties. Now, I know this has been going on for quite some time. It ain't the first time we've heard about it. But
No.
do y'all think if they were white, they would have gotten a bigger appraisal
Yes.
and approval?
Bruh.
You gotta hit her with that, bro. He was with
For real. Thumbs up gonna show up
Think
all the
about this
time.
though.
Not now. Yes.
The most reason why they probably won this lawsuit is because they found out that the lady's friend was posing as the person selling the home.
him.
Otherwise,
Right.
do you think she would have won this lawsuit? The couple would have.
Hell no, she probably wouldn't have. They probably would have just looked her over
I,
Exactly.
and said, "Oh
to be
well."
honest, I'm trying to hear it again because like I need to hear a little bit. I need to hear that one more time, like because it was. I heard you, and but then again, I didn't kind of hear you a little bit when they started going in. But from what I did hear,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sit here and like just like hell no, like that shit. Bro, like this shit is crazy, bro. Like you can't even fathom how the fuck people do shit nowadays when you hear shit like this. Like this shit is crazy. But
Here's another thing you got to think about though before you respond to it. Do you think it's fair that it is holes in the law where different appraisals can be set upon your home once you get a high amount appraisal? Do you think it's
listen. I ain't surprised though, cause it's always been a game of the open market. It's a hustle.
it
It's
is?
always been a hustle
Anything.
like that.
Like
I
Sunday
mean,
Mhm.
Monday?
it's fucked up to say. It's fucked up that the skin color might play a dynamic on somebody might trying to lowball you. It's fucked up to say, but these are real things. These are what happened. This is you know what I'm saying. It's like
I
taking the
want
car
to
off
hear
that
what
lot and immediately that value depreciate. You know what I'm saying?
I want to hear what our sparkle got up there to say for real.
So I feel like it's like that with everything. You know what I'm saying? Perfect example. Like I got into it with one of my neighbors. Well, it was rightfully justice. What I mean is she threatened my child. She threatened my child. Mama Bear had to come out and tell about herself, but she called the police. Sent them to my house. I had my friends
Wow.
come outside and say she was babysitting my children, and they left it alone. But if I was there, I feel like I would have went to jail. So
Yep.
with that being said, yeah, with everything like the race, the color, yeah, it's gonna always be different. Like I don't know. I've
Y'all
never
gonna
seen
stop
anything
telling me
other than
that
that.
racism is no longer existing.
It's
Y'all gonna
always
stop telling
there.
me that.
It's
It's always
always
been
there.
there.
It's
It's
Look,
always
always
there.
look,
yeah.
Sadly,
racism
it's
gonna be
always there. Not everybody is like that. You do have that small percentage of our people, like our white folks, that like you know what I'm saying, are cool with us. But it's always been like that. Racism has always been there in some way, shape, or form. Tell me y'all haven't ran into it somewhere.
racism is never gonna go anywhere.
It's
That's
not.
that's, that's one thing
It's
that's not
not.
gonna happen. Like no matter what generation you go in, we can kind of sit back and think every generation is gonna get weaker and weaker. If it's gonna get weaker, why would they try to push history out? And then the history is what? History is why if you're gonna put history out, it's only because you want to teach what you want to teach. Okay, so that'll never be pushed out. But in comparison to what we're talking about, I mean, who can you really blame? Who? I mean, who can you really blame?
Yeah.
Our people don't
I
look out
blame
for us.
us.
Yes.
Our people don't look out for us. If we have more of our people look out for us, jump into these type of businesses that will look out for their people to make sure you get the right estimates for stuff to do
And
this.
that's
But
what
our people is not trying. Our people rather make all this money and you go look at the celebrities. You got 7 houses, nigga. Sometimes you forget about the 8th one or the ninth or the 10th that you have. You forget about them motherfuckers, but you ain't worried about them bitches going to foreclosure. But you're not gonna sit here and build another. You're not gonna buy all this land that you can make more money off the system by putting black people in this that actually ain't got shit, or even sorry, white people who at the bottom with us.
but that's another thing too. And I like that, bro. I like that, bro. But I'm gonna go and take it deeper than that. Because it's even deeper
Mic
than that.
drop.
Now look here. Cause what we was talking about earlier, we perish on a lack of knowledge, bro, and we don't have things on the lack of knowledge. Okay, it's like going to the golf course and trying to play golf with them folks and knowing you don't know how to motherfucking play. You don't know what club to use. You don't know which hole to use with. You don't know specifically how to hit it or nothing. It's the same way. See, we not being lowball, and I want people to understand. Sometimes we not being lowball because of the skin. We being lowball because the lack of knowledge to defend the negotiation. You can't argue back with something you don't know how to say. Nah, bro, hold on.
Do your
This is a
homework.
100,000. That's 120,000. You trying to give me 50? No,
Do your
sir.
Correct.
No,
homework.
sir. See, our people was always traditionally passed down something. It was never explained how to create this, how to create. That's why our elders was targeted. We never understood how to make a will, how to properly leave this for your children properly. So now that bond is being broken up too, right? But this is the deeper part in it. We just don't know. It's not the fact it's the skin color. It's the fact that we know, okay, like I said, it's about a dollar scheme. I know I can hustle you. I'm going to hustle you. It ain't it. So I just want people, because some people, we take it personal. We do. We take it
I
personal,
damn
but
sure
we
do.
gotta take accountability.
The personal
And
thing, like
it's the lack of knowledge. Just like I said, explained earlier. These kids now, they coming in the game. We didn't have that chance because we didn't know. Our parents, our grandparents, they didn't know. They got it out the mud. They went through trial and error and failure and got it out the
a
mud.
dollar.
Look,
So
that's
here's
been
the thing,
look.
though. Once
Go
you
ahead.
learn, you gotta give it to the rest of the people. Give it to your rest of your bloodline. Give
Right,
it
but
to
that's why I said the elders was kind of
the
targeted.
rest
The
of them.
elders was kind of
Ding
targeted,
ding
and we
ding.
was in a place where really it wasn't time to sit and explain. We was trying to get right, relocate, get right, get family together, get right. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that when in the midst of you trying to run for your life, you trying to pin, you try to do this, you trying to look for family in the midst of that. You'd have been broken up with your sisters, your cousins, your day one family, day ones you were born with. You don't know what city, what state. You just trying to make it. And see, that's another thing folks got to understand between relationships of back in the day and now. We understood the dynamics of coming together and trying to make it.
That part.
It wasn't that, okay, a woman was going to tolerate more back then. No, the understanding is I need you just like you need me to make it.
That's right.
We trying to get up. We trying to get up out of here. We trying to do what we trying to do.
We
We
just
trying to
was
handle
looking
this
for the
business.
fire.
I
We
got a
trying to
strong
look for the
man with me. I
fire.
got a good woman with me. Let's ride. Let's go, man.
But here's my thing. You know, while y'all converting to the past, yes, it do exist. Yes, racism is going to exist. But y'all gonna,
Yes, you will.
probably disagree with anything that come out my mouth from here on.
Nah,
Right?
it's a dollar bill thing now because our kids ain't dealing with the past. They seeing the
No,
green.
Thank
No,
you.
They
no.
listen. They
That's
seeing
what
that blue
I'm
hunted.
saying.
Them boys
that's
are
all
listen.
right. No,
No matter what race it is,
ain't
listen.
no
Y'all go look at our
problem.
children right now and see who they talk to. It's a dynamic.
They
Ain't
looking
no
It's
good,
all
problem.
about
baby.
that blue hornet. You
They
talking
trying to
like that,
get
you moving like that, you bossed up. It don't matter what color you is now.
Thank you.
The
Thank you.
understanding that dynamic of getting money is universal.
That's
So
what it's about now.
Because y'all
Exactly.
made some real
No
valid
problem.
points. A lot of people owning houses right now came up from the hood, probably done stole some drugs and got the house.
but
True.
no, not even that. It
Hold
was
on. Hold
passed
on. Hold
down.
on.
They
Hold on.
family member was
Yeah,
passed. They mama, they grandmama,
but
they
hold
grandma.
on.
Listen, they grandmama already knew. Look here, I already know my folks gonna be this, and that. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this for them, baby. And I'm gonna tell certain people who know how to keep the family and speak to the family together what I did and what going on. But in the midst of
Understood.
that,
But
that's where
when
you get
y'all
see.
pinpointed that, that's why I'm pinpointing it now. Because
Okay,
somebody said it. Then also the ignorancy of what we have, trying to actually buy a home, know how to save money, know how to get credit. We are ignorant to that fact. But I personally, me, I may not be where I want to be at in life, but I have dealt with enough to say I'm going to get where I'm going to want to be in life, and
right,
hopefully it's right where the next white man is. Point blank,
Mhm.
period. Now hold up. My point of that is, I just personally feel with the tools that this generation, 30s, 40s on down, has been provided the perks of what we have now to actually learn. Because, like y'all said, we didn't know. We don't know. We don't
right,
know.
Right.
Hell,
right.
as teenagers, we still stupid enough to not even fucking find out. So I
Yeah.
get that. But how old, let me rephrase that. Normally, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, normally it takes for anybody who has not made it with the home being bought, got a car, they ain't got to worry about their bills, Medicaid, none of that. Okay? It takes until they turn about 40 years old, 50, 60, 60 years old, if they ain't already had it at the age of the early 20s. If they wasn't smart enough to save up, didn't know, was dumb as hell, we just don't. I get it. But we can change. I mean, we got the opportunities these days to change what we
Oh
don't
yeah,
know and actually try to say, hey, we can have what the white man have. I just firmly sit on there somewhere. I'm not against any of y'all. Y'all are all But
I
at the
see.
same
Oh,
time,
okay.
I believe in change can be possible somewhere in America.
Y'all might think I'm crazy when I say this. I believe chasing what the white man have has put a lot of us in trouble. I believe happiness is what it means to you. You don't have to be wealthy. You don't have to have a Rolls Royce. You don't have to have
Right.
that 5.1 acre dollar home and five workers that work up underneath you in a
What up,
square
Chris?
mansion. No, you don't have to. Happiness, what it means to you. And I see our people get caught up all the time because we never had nothing and competing with one another of who got this and bigging up one other. Who got this? I got a lamb truck. I got it became a war of a constant war of what the white man done had. And mind you, what the white man done had already for decades before and done played with it and not just giving it y'all like it ain't nothing.
Oh
Mhm.
man.
So we talking about the understanding because we'll be able to put that shit down. You see what I'm saying? That's where it stemmed from on that. That way it really stemmed from on that.
When do we say enough and say it's possible? We can build, even if we don't. I understand. Like, I really don't mean sitting next to the white man, but being under, reasonable. When is it that we say change come? We can be better.
When
We
When
can
you
be
stop
better.
letting
when
these
we break out of materialism.
listen, when
Today,
you stop when you stop letting these people take over
Oh
your
shit,
money.
I'm talking and y'all can't
today.
hear me. It's too many of us stuck in this mind frame that we how can I put this? It's just too many people stuck in this mind frame that they don't want other black people to be better than them. That's one. Then
That's
is
just
some of us that don't care to absorb the knowledge that we are being given. And some of us just don't give a fuck. They're fine with
how they
things that
live.
the way that they are. They're fine with how they're living for one, and they're fine with how the system treats us. They don't pay any mind to it because I can come and go as a human. I'm free. I
Yeah,
can do
yeah,
what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But the odds are against us every damn day that we wake up. It's
yeah.
always the odd that something detriment. Like I always say, we can go do the same exact crime as a white person, and we will get the harsher punishment.
I think if this couple would have waited a
This is
little bit
not
longer,
gonna
they would have
stop.
got the offer they was asking for. Because that's how the shit work. Like, you
They
wait.
would have had to run into the right appraiser
Right to
apparently,
the
and
right person.
apparently that could. But who knows how long that could have took? That's the whole point. Why do we have to always go through the extra? Even other races go through it. You said they doing it to Hispanics, so I know they doing it to some dark Japanese or Asian people. Like
Oh,
you
they
know, they
doing it
got
to
darker
every race of dark
shades
people.
It's just
too.
because we're not taking that advantage and teaching our young.
Like
It's gonna
Thank
start.
you.
It's gonna start
Thank,
stopping.
thank you. When we change our own system and actually make it a reason to teach our people, that's what we forget. We stop teaching our own people. We don't teach our people shit.
facts,
Hmm.
facts,
It make look,
facts.
all our people got to work from the bottom up to get somewhere. And the next thing you hear from somebody is, what are you doing? You got to grind from the bottom up. And you gonna show me how to grind from the bottom up? How about
It
y'all
For real.
build a system where we gonna have this shit to show me where the fuck I'm supposed to be?
from the bottom up, please.
Mm-hmm.
Because right
Hold on,
now
who
That
these
just
part.
over
people
here in
at
the
the
chat?
bottom trying to go up
Oh,
and
that's you.
can't get up.
You
And you
right.
started falling back to back. You started falling back to back. But you telling yourself, oh, I gave this organization this. Oh, I gave this organization that. Bitch, please. What about the other
Hmm.
organizations that's out there? Niggas that's really falling.
Because,
Hmm.
typically, and I researched this, so hear me out. You typically got to bring in $5,000 a month just to start recognizing the finance. And that
Mm-hmm.
means a lot when a general family
Oh, and
brings in average 2,200. And that's just a single family home. That's a mother and some kids. That's with the husband, you bringing in 44, maybe,
Yeah,
maybe,
yeah,
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't enough to touch. They might think about you with finance if you got good credit.
yep.
Both of y'all, like both, there's some things y'all got to think about.
I
So,
sparkle. What you got something to say?
No, no, no. I was just putting my hand up.
Okay.
I just want y'all to be
Message.
No,
aware
I'ma call
because
on
this
you.
even happens when you
Message.
try to rent you go rent and they want to shit you out of your deposit. They want to say, hey, you can't. You got other candidates, but they find out you black because they thought you was white over the phone. That kind of thing. It happens. Okay, I have been turned down for jobs because of my name.
I'm mad.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. Sometimes I be wanting to call places and be like, hey, y'all, is it okay that black people, like I be like, look here, you just never know. I be like, y'all sure y'all fuck with black people? 'Cause I don't want to come in there and it be an issue. Like, and I swear, like,
We just gotta start
what's
being
that
more
black house?
selfish. We gotta start being more selfish with our business, who we spend
We
with.
need to
We gotta
start being
start.
more selfish with
Yeah,
ourselves as a nation. We let
we gotta
Period.
start
everybody
being more
into our
conscious of what we
culture.
do. That's
We
all.
accept any and everybody, but don't nobody accept us. Even
No.
people
Nope.
that look like us that ain't our race don't accept us. And it's like, nigga, you come over here, they gonna treat you just how they treat me. Get your black ass in line. Shit. They finna do all that shit. Class that. Shit. Look at you always just have to think about that though, because that's what our world started on. That's what America, that's what this country was founded on. So you have to, I just feel like we always got to be careful. We always got to watch our backs because you never know. Like, I don't know how the laws changed in the first place. I guess one of the presidents did whatever they
Right.
had to do, but you never know when we're going to get that one president that get in there and they're like, oh, no, fuck that. Put all of them back, take it all back. All these laws, I don't know what the fuck they were thinking, but they got a new sheriff in town today, and it's me, and we finna go back to this old shit. Like I feel like they can really do that. I really feel like if they can retract and make new laws and take laws away, they can always go back and erase all that shit that the
And they
last
do.
president.
And
Let's
they
put this
do.
shit.
That's the
Let's
truth.
put
They
them back
do.
in
They
history.
do.
The
They
They
one
do.
key
do.
fact, the one key fact you can never forget is that they don't look out for the working class, but the working class cannot not look out for them. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Hmm.
Because if you
They
stop
always.
looking out for them, what do you have? You ain't got shit.
Mm-hmm.
So they know this. This stuff that
Mm-hmm.
they know. So therefore, the working class gonna have to work no matter what. They don't care about you. You're gonna have to work no matter how this shit goes. It's until the system actually changes. It's when us as our nation that says the lower class, when we actually get our own division and start looking out for ourselves. It's not hard to do. It's just niggas that have money. You rather invest in another football stadium. You
For
rather
real.
invest in something else. You rather invest into all this money you got, but you rather keep investing it into everything else instead of what you know you could. You know how much money they make off their own, off their own,
Look,
off the money
y'all.
you be making off
Man,
your own. It's not like you gonna lose money.
man.
They'll allow for the
All
big
I
money
know
back.
is,
It's not like you're
Okay.
gonna
and y'all
lose.
might think it's pretty ignorant, but all I know is y'all want to take laws away and try to do whatever. Don't put me in no kitchens, cause motherfucker, the whole family gonna be dead. Everybody gonna be dead. Don't put me in no kitchen.
No,
Don't put me in the vegetable yard. I'm finna find a way
No,
to run
man.
this shit.
no.
I'm finna be one dead ass motherfucking slave because y'all got me fucked up in the motherfucking year that I
Oh
lived in.
man,
I'm
But for
finna just
real,
sit around and me and the niggas that I'm out here with and out this bitch trying to make a plan because they gonna snatch me away from my husband. They gonna snatch me away from my kids. They gonna snatch me away from my families. And y'all think I ain't finna fuck shit up? Oh, we
you finna
fucking shit
act
up on
Hey,
every
what that lady
I
Hmm.
said? She
put
said, "What
on
you
around
need
this
that car
bitch.
with?"
We
What
right
that lady
behind
said?
you
She need
going
that
off
car
too,
with?
though.
Oh
oh
shit!
man.
shit,
Shit.
shit.
I'm fucking everything. They gonna. This is one nigga that can't stay in her place. You goddamn right. Nobody want me. Y'all might as well just off me. Shit, y'all got me
No,
fucked up.
Hey,
Chicken
for real, for
flavor.
hey,
real. I just
they
Chicken
got
read a news
flavor,
article
motherfucker.
But it's
where
already been said before. Like y'all know, my people perish from lack of knowledge. You know, we
And we're gonna
we
keep
we've been
perishing.
handicapped for a
uh,
while, so we
uh,
playing catch up. And we got to continue to always remember we playing catch up, y'all. No matter
uh,
how much money, how much success, how much things you may gain, financial literacy, whatever it may be in your life, just we always playing catch up, y'all. Just keep that in mind, y'all.
I want you to understand something about that catch-up thing. When people start really understanding where they come from, stop going by what the census say. Okay, this look, I'm not gonna sit back and believe what the goddamn 1950 census. Is you serious? When they finally came out with this shit, hey niggas, niggas, American niggas. An African ain't never been called a motherfucking nigga.
Mm-mm.
Nigga.
Oh,
They don't know nothing about that shit over there. That's why when you go over there talking about black, nigga, what is black? Black person, you what is black? We Africans over here. Won't say that shit.
Yeah.
Them
Look
motherfuckers,
here.
nigga, do you understand that they wanted to change? When they changed up stuff from people, they forgot to put in history.
mm-hmm.
That we brought slaves over. No, you brought a little bit over, and they made it to the islands. Everybody else was prisoners of war. Indians, black Indians, prisoners of
Mm-hmm.
war.
Yep.
And then
The
they try
fuck
to
is
say how
on,
it's
man?
come back because what they say. Oh, 19th century, you were African American because you
Yep.
were darker color, copper in color. So we're gonna send you back to Africa. That's why you got some Indians in Africa because
Yep.
they still come back.
Yep.
We
All
Mm-hmm.
true.
Indians like a motherfucker, but they forget to tell you that shit because they want to tell you what the rare people over there they Indians. We can't give all this money back.
Yep.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Just
But
more
How we
fucked
gonna
up
give
shit on
money
top
back
of
if
fucked up
we can
shit
give
on top
all of
of
it back?
fucked up shit.
it's all
Facts.
fucked up. It's all fucked up. Even so much that it's still existing. Just to let y'all know, this foster family just decided to, adopt 5 kids and treat them as slaves, which is what the news article has. They were treated as slaves so much that they had a farm that they had to go pull the crop, clean, like the olden days. So, and then when they found them, they had a box. They was inside like a small closet. Had no water, no food, no nothing. Yep.
Did they have an outhouse too?
I don't know. I didn't. I don't know.
Probably not.
Golly.
It's horrible
They
that
respect you a little. They respect you a little bit if you have an outhouse. You ain't got no outhouse. They want you to go on yourself.
Yeah.
you trust the system. You
Mm-mm.
want, you need, you suppose. Let's say that you're supposed to trust the system to protect you. But even if they
They
don't
don't.
protect the adults, they should be able to protect those children.
Wow.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's almost like especially when they're being treated like slaves, when they are being raped or abused in foster care. Children should have more of a protection in that system than anything.
Okay. So if we talking about our and before I butt in, were you finished with the
Yes, I
article?
am. Go ahead.
Well, before we talk about our system, I have never heard our system protecting the children ever. It's always a child coming out of the system that's fucked up in the head. So with that being said, and I mean I might be wrong, but most of the people I've heard or talked to, spoken to, something in the system is what hurt them the most.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that's why. You know back in the day there were no laws for kids, which is why they probably really don't give a
None.
fuck. They made the laws to make it look like they care when they don't. Okay, because you know back in the day, and even in countries now, they still have little girls marrying grown ass men. Back in the day, you could be able to take a young girl and do whatever in the fuck you want with it. And I'm pretty sure they was doing worse to boys. They only tell us about the little girls because it's
It,
man, woman. That's
it
what they
it
wanted.
was it was still parameters around
There wasn't no
that and
parameters
the
around none of
women,
that.
but
They let kings take the young ass little girls as wives. They be letting these dudes over here in these countries take these little girls as
no,
their
but
wives.
listen,
They look
they might have been younger as far as under a
they
little
don't
underage
protect
was 18,
nobody.
but they was
Oh man,
still
I'm talking about 8, 9 year olds, 10 year
um
olds. These girls barely even on their period type shit. Like these girls, they
At
don't
all.
fucking care about
They're
kids.
not
Yeah,
protected.
They just
no, no,
made
no, no,
laws.
don't. Yeah, I agree. That's been happening, but that's been happening. But when we talk about like when y'all said how
Man,
somebody taking underage women to be bribed and doing all that stuff in history of king books and all that stuff, they was doing that, but they was never doing it. 8, 9 year olds.
yeah, okay, buddy.
It had to
Okay,
be a woman
okay.
of age to be able to be
It
fraternity to
wasn't
be
no
more
woman of age.
fraternity.
They take kids
Speaking
and marry
of
these
age,
young
there's no
girls
such
and keep
thing
them as
as
their
taking advantage
slaves
of a child.
only. I'm
They don't
telling you,
care
they
what
take the
age you
young
are.
ass
If
little
you
No, no,
marry
girls
them, stop.
I ain't saying I ain't doubting. I know for fact. Yeah, you're right.
the
Yeah.
fathers themselves will give their girls away to a man.
away.
Because they understood the see,
The
okay, you
child
gotta remember back then, like
nothing.
Vikings and all them, that was the culture they was under.
Okay, but OG, it wasn't right. That's still a kid.
That's
That's a
No,
little girl who don't
Hey,
give
it's a
a
though.
lot
fuck
of
about
things
her
that wasn't
body
right, but men
into a
understood
young
that
ass
you
Hey,
have to
boy to a
procreate.
grown ass
to this
You
man.
have
day,
to
though.
okay.
you
But
procreate.
just, but I'm using that as an example as to why they don't protect kids as much as you think they should now, because
Got
that was just all cover up. Like that's
The
all
thing
I'm
is,
saying.
got you.
Because
I ain't knocking that.
protections for kids are very limited these days. They can go to the doctor as girls and boys, and if they think they got an STD, they pregnant, they got some kind of symptom that is regarding their health, and your parents aren't with you, they can go by themselves. They can go right by themselves.
It was just a lot of
They
things.
don't
It
have to
was a
tell
lot of
parents
things.
anything.
It was a survival tactic too. A lot of men used to do that for trying to make sure they made sure they daughters or whatever was sent off to the best man, the
But
richest
yeah,
women
man.
but they was
It was
sending
a
their daughters
survival
to
tactic too.
rapists. They was sending their daughters to
You
abusers. They
Yeah.
was
you
sending their daughters to people.
okay. I was oh, ladies,
yeah,
think
Man,
think
sounds
think
like he was
back then it was no way to do a thorough resume check, a background check, and none of that. You never knew what you got. You
either
got
way
what you
it's
got off the
done.
impulse of lies and impression right
you
then.
knew that if a
Either way
man
it's
is
done.
willing
That
to
shit
fuck
ain't right.
around, that's
I
under
ain't
the
I'm
gonna lie.
not hell no. I'm not saying it's right. I'm
Man,
not saying it's right.
like they
But
men,
I'm saying as far as defense of men, that's what men were doing that
they're not
for.
men.
They were trying to make sure their daughters or their youngest was protected that way by being under the most wealthiest guy and sending them off that way. They wasn't doing that for just any old regular Joe. They
They
were
might
doing
have
it to
been
make
for
sure
it.
their daughters
oh,
were
it wasn't
financially
just
Daughter.
taken
regular.
care of.
Hold the hell
They
on,
might have
because
been.
first of
They
all,
was fucking
I
their daughter,
specifically
but
remember the beginning of The Color Purple. Mister wasn't no motherfucking body, and he got sold the body. Look here, we finna max the fuck out of here. We look
That,
here.
that's a whole other different thing. And Color Purple is a whole nother
Oh,
different spin between what history and
man.
that shit they was doing when it comes to marrying,
Maximum Black.
giving your daughters away.
I
We
was
finna
taught that
max
Anybody with
out.
with a kingdom or a lineage behind them or had a name or was some type of wealthiness. Yeah.
Hey, Black Cowboy
my
came
daughter is worth
through.
money to me. Never worth money for me to give out to somebody just because I want extra money for my family to survive. Because to me, my daughter's worth 20,000 million and more. And I will precious that diamond in my vote for all until I had to bury my daughter. She got to bury me. I will never give off to any goddamn body unless she love that motherfucker that damn much, and that would be her choice. Never mind. But
All right.
that's other people. The other religions got their own. I don't understand it. That's their religion. But I still
And
would
it's
never,
crazy. We separated by
never understand that
religion
type
when it should
of
be
shit.
just separated as men
Nah,
and women. They are just go ahead,
nah.
peace out.
Hey,
I just
hey, I
understand
understand. We can keep
Bang
going on
bang.
for hours and hours like Mooney Long, I get it. But I think
absolutely.
we all understood the assignment here tonight. Black Cowboy, thank you for coming through for your first
Thank
Testers
you.
News, or your second Testers News, actually, because you
you know it.
Can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear
You
you.
can't hear me.
We can't hear any herb.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think she gone. Oh, there she go.
can y'all see me?
Yeah, no, you black.
Oh,
I kind of figured that.
scoot.
so my microphone died, and so I guess it turned the live off.
Damn.
Is it still recording on y'all side?
Yes, it is.
Hold on, let me refresh. Hold on, because we got to get out of here.
I see recording on here. So if y'all see
Coy,
Happy 4th of July. Hope y'all
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
safe.
yeah.
Be
Yeah, the
blessed.
old fofo.
Make it home.
Sparkle came through, keeping it G. OG
Not
Smoke
quite
down there. My
cool.
two OG Smoke came through today. Y'all realize it's a weekday. We got OG Smoke in the building, y'all.
Woo, woo, woo,
He
woo.
usually be gone. He usually be gone to the weekend. We got OG Smoke on the weekday, y'all.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm
You know,
ready.
hey, I had to pull up for the folks. You know what I'm saying? I had to pull up
Oh,
for the
yes, sir.
people.
Yes,
I had to
sir.
pull up for the family. Had to let them know what we
Hey,
thinking. You know what I'm saying? Had to let them boys know about MB shit, Match the Blackness shit. We taking off, baby. You know
let
what I'm
them
saying?
know. And as always, we have to give thanks to Testa. This is her news segment, Testa's News. Girl, she give us
Mhm.
these hot ass topics, and she gonna keep giving them to us every week. And look at the schedule because we're gonna be back next week doing the same thing. And Saturday, the podcast is live on Saturday, and you can catch it again, re-upload it on Monday. But stay max to the black, and don't
Peace.
forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Like,
Go.
share, subscribe. Talk it.
Bow.
Like,
True.
like,
Love, peace, and hair grease, y'all. It's my heart.